itu, how much they spend usually depend on whole their age, okay? How old they are, right? So then we already know, we are a bit clear who actually can be our X and Y. So now go to the variable view. Okay, we name it. The first one is age, right? So remember, this correlation must involve two quantitative data. Okay, so age, and then let it be the decimal. Just put age, years, eh? And now we just put our own node. So this one is X, yeah. And then the value, no value missing, and just put this one. Oh, I miss a variable one. It's supposed to be this one. Control X, and then Control V. And you cannot see. Control V. Okay, so this one I should change it. Okay, I put this one as age. Sebab namanya sama. So I put first H1. So age, okay, for my first variable age. Okay, and then so this one scale. And then next one we have expenses. Right? So we just put expenses. Here is expenses. Okay. So in Ringgit Malaysia, and then this one will be our Y, right? And then scale. That's all we need. Okay, is everybody okay? I wait here for 2 minutes before I go to the next one. Okay. So once I already entered the data, okay, so we can go to the data view, and then we have all these two columns, and then we can start. For those who already finished for the variable view part, you can continue with the data entry. Okay. Okay. Semua orang okay? Okay tak? Hassan, are you here, Hassan? Hassan, are you here? Okay, no answer. Right. So what we need to do, we need to analyze. Now we want to do the correlation analysis. All right. So we go to analyze, and then you can see here correlate. The word correlate. Okay, and then correlate by variate. By means two, variate is two variable. Okay. So you will just click that one. So it will come out this window right here. So you just put all these two, okay, all these two to the right. Okay. So we have option Pearson, candle style B, and also Spearman, right? Spearman I already explained when we have ranks. And candle style if we have nominal and quantitative, the mix variable. So we are not going to use these two. We are only use Pearson because Pearson is for quanti versus quanti, right? So we just click, once you finish that one, just click OK. Macam tak keluar ni. It's still running. So, okay, here we go. Okay. So here, what you can see now is the Pearson correlation. This is the one that you need to take your answer, right? So in order, this is your R value. So what we can do, just write the answer for part B. R is equal to 0.959. Okay? So you can write the answer, okay, in your book, right, for part B. Okay, I will let you know later. Just write first the answer. And then the next one is R square. So how can we get the value of R square? So what you need to do, take your handphone or your calculator and then just put 0.959 square or 0.959 times 0.959. So once you get the answer, you just put your answer. R square is equal to what? Okay. Okay. So next. The next one, we would like to draw a graph on page 139. We would like to see, the first scatter plot. So here it asks us to draw the scatter plot. So I would like you to do it manually, right? So you need to have axis and also x-axis. So can you please draw your scatter plot? Then I will show you the answer whether your scatter plot is correct or not. Okay, so just try to do the scatter plot first. Okay, please use pencil. Okay, once you're done, please let me know. Remember, I'm asking you to draw a scatter plot. So there will be no line, just dots. Okay? Is everybody okay? Santia, are you okay or not? Santia, are you here?
Yes, doktor. Okey, doktor.
Dah buat dah?
Tengah buat, doktor.
Okay, alright. Okay. Right. So I really hope that you have something, okay, on your book. Something on page 139, you have written something on it. Okay. So in order to check your answer, whether your graph is correct or not, your scatter plot. Okay, let me show you how can you get a scatter plot from SPSS, right? So you go to graph, okay? Please write this one down on page 139 so you won't forget the step, okay? Go to graph and then go to legacy dialog, okay? And then you will see scatter slash dot, okay? Choose that one, okay? Go to graph, legacy dialogs, scatter dot, and then you can just choose simple scatter, the first one. Okay. So once you finish that one, click define. Okay, please write it down. Okay, the steps so you won't forget. Just write it down below the graph. Okay. So define, and then we already decide just now the expenses will be our y, and age will be our x. Right. So once you finish that one, you can click OK. Just click OK, right? And then you will get the scatter plot that you need, right? So please compare with your answer, whether similar, totally different, or exactly the same, right? Okay, good. Okay, I can see Ramla pun happy dia dapat. Okay, good. Yes, okay, good. Semua. Alright. So when we look at this one, then we know that is from the scatter plot that the relationship is going to be positive. And this is confirmed with our output just now that we have that the relationship is 0.959, which is very, very high, almost perfect. Okay. So then if you look at here, the correlation is significant at 0.01 level two tail. So it already tells us that the correlation is good, significant, right? Then you need to answer all this in your book. Okay. So let's use in order to answer part C, right? But before that, so let's answer part A and also B, right? How can you answer that one? Okay, let me stop sharing this one and go back to my slides, right? Okay, so, right, so first we need to calculate the R square, and then this is what we need to do, right? Just now, we already did this one, and we already got the answer. Okay, so here for the part A, right, part A, so R square is 0.959, and then we need to calculate square. So what's the answer? Can someone give me the answer? What is our R square? Anyone? 0 point? Can somebody say it? I want to see, I want to hear some voice. I'm tired of reading, your, just reading your chat, but I would like to see, I would like to hear some voice. Can somebody please tell me?
0.92.
Okay, 0.92. Okay, thank you so much. I know. Right. So remember the purpose of R square, we call it as determinant coefficient. So the purpose is to determine, okay, determine whether there is a relationship or not. Okay. So based on this number right here, we can conclude, okay, since, okay, the R square is 0.92, which is very high, we can conclude, we can conclude that there is a relationship between age and expenses. That's part A. Right. For B, part B, right? So we got the R is 0.959. Okay. And remember, the R is supposed to be between, okay, -1 and 1. So in our case, the R is somewhere around here. So we know the number is positive. Remember, we need to conclude in three ways in terms of the form, the direction, and also the degree. So I can say, okay, the relationship, okay, the purpose of R is to tell us the strength. Okay, right. So the relationship is linear, strong, positive, right? Strong, positive relationship. Okay. So this is what you can conclude for part B. And now we need to do part C, right? So part C, we need to do the hypothesis. Remember, we also always have the 4 steps. Okay, the first one, okay, the first step, all right, I put it here, the first step, correlation, right? Quantity versus quantity, or I can put it age versus expenses, right? So second part, we need to do the HO and HA, right? The R is 0, R not equal to 0. So what does it mean R equal to 0? No relationship. There is a relationship. Okay. And part 3, step 3, so we need to look at our alpha here is 0.05, okay? So we are not given the alpha, so we need to take alpha 0.05. And then the sigval, okay, the sigval that we got here is this one right here, 0.01, okay? So the sigval 0.00, oh no, yeah, correct, 1, okay? So is we need to decide whether 0.001 is it less than 0.05? Yes or no? Anyone? Okay, please say. You have a voice. Please speak up.
Yes, doctor.
Yes. Yes or no? Yes, Roha. Cakap kuat sikit, Roha.
The answer is yes, doctor.
Okay, yes. All right. So, yes. So, then what do we need to do? So, we need to reject H naught. Okay. So, when we reject H naught, okay, number 4, when we reject H naught, so this is not true. So, we accept our HA. So, it means, okay, accept H naught. So there is a relationship between age and expenses, right? So, right. Okay, I stop here for 3 minutes, okay, for you to copy down what I have written on the screen. Okay, once you're done, please let me know. Okay? Yeah? Right. For the last part, again D. So this is the scatter plot. So if you see, you can also make conclusion in the scatter plot. So you can comment that from the scatter plot, X and Y have positive relationship, right? Or R is equal to positive, right? So that's what you need to do for exercise number 1, right? For part A, B, C, and also D. So now I would like you to try on your own, okay? So go to page 178, okay? I would like you to try question number 19, part A and B, right? A and B. C and D will do later in our next class. If you have any question, please let me know. Right? Please try question 19, page 178, part A and B. Satria, are you okay or not?
Yes, doctor. I'm okay.
Okay. Make sure you do the question. Panandika, are you here?
Yes, doctor.
So what are you doing?
Ask my friend about the question.
Okay. Isma? Isma, are you here?
Okay.
Okay ke tak?
Okay, setakat ni.
Okay, setakat ni. Okay, session 2, can you please scan your attendance